Welcome to the shithole, also known as Yellow Brick Road. So yeah, Trump referred to Haiti and African nations as shithole countries. Allegedly.
How do you feel about that? You feel insulted? No, I'm just kidding.
Exhibit A.
Supposedly.
Exhibit A.
What does Haiti have to show for $13 billion in earthquake aid?
Not much. Let me highlight this.
Now, who's responsible for that? As far as the aid, as far as the charity organization that's taking this money in. From what I see, a lot of these big well-known organizations that involve themselves within charity. It's like, I give you $5, maybe 3 cents or 5 cents that goes to the, you know what I mean? I mean, that's what I heard.
And
that's what I heard, man. You know?
Look, Americans texted tens of millions of dollars in donations, and governments gave billions. But 5 years after an earthquake left corpses and rubble piled across Haiti, 85,000 people still live in crude displacement camps, and many more in deplorable conditions.
Fuck.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to purgatory.
So, to call a place a shithole, which you probably exploited in the first place, then they have a terrible event, you raise all this money for them, and they don't see any of it, or barely any of it. I mean, we're talking $13 billion. That should be enough to have everyone.
Is that funny? Check that out. Go back up. Look at that. Look at that shit. Go down. All right, right there. Stop. We see the girl. You know, they're obviously poor as fuck. But then you see that little NBC news. Like, yo, that costs you some money. So
Yeah,
we can film you, but we can't give you shit.
Put them cameras in the box. So, I don't know, to call Haiti a shithole after, you know,
Oh my god.
funds raised, they don't see it. Probably exploitation coming beforehand from European countries. That's why you get a lot of French names coming out of there, I believe. A lot of French speaking, I think.
Traditional. Frog legs.
But, you know, to exploit a country and then call it a shithole is ridiculous to me.
It's unquestionably ridiculous, man. Like, even more than that, it's so if he did say that, it's something
He still said he clarified and said that he left it in poor, or didn't leave it, but it was in poor condition.
Yeah.
Which is basically saying a shithole, but not mentioning America's role in that, or even if you believe in like global warming, or it's not called global warming anymore. What's it called? Climate change.
It's a little buzzword they put out there.
If you believe in that, then we're fighting wars for oil, and we're using up all these natural resources.
Fighting wars for basically fighting wars for what do you call it? Substance.
Yeah. For materials.
Yeah, for gain, For freedom, freedom of that shit from your hands. Hey, what's up? Yeah. You got oil? You got opium? No problem, man. The opium field wasn't a big deal. Why the fuck are they guarding it, man? Why is there a station there? What are you doing?
They're following America's tradition, man. They, on Thanksgiving, the Pilgrims and Indians, they sat down together. They taught them all their, tribal ways. When we kill an animal, we use all of it. So when we rape a country, we use everything we can. They got opium fields, we use it. It's a Native American way.
I got pictures. $3 billion has already been spent, and the rest is dedicated to longer term projects. What is? See, here's my problem with that shit, man. It's like, yeah, highlight that. Isn't that freaky? These words, I don't know if that's not a quotation, obviously, but it's when they say it's dedicated to longer term projects. What the fuck does that mean? It's like when I hear some like creep who's like a general. Yeah, we had to neutralize our enemy. Yo, just say it. You blew them away. Say it. Say it. You bombed the fuck out of them. You killed them.
See,
we neutralized them.
From one shithole to another one. Africa.
Africa is not poor. We are stealing its wealth. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who is this from? Al Jazeera.
It's from the terrorists. The tourists.
You mean the guys that exposed Peyton Manning?
Yeah, those guys.
And Ryan Howard? And Zimmerman? And Taylor Teagarden? And a bunch of the NFL players, supposedly?
James Harrison.
Yo.
Matthews.
I would bet $500 on that right now. $500 I don't even have. I bet that some of that shit's true. Come on, dude. That dude... Whatever, it's not about that. You highlighted this. Try something different. Africa's rich, but we steal its wealth. I mean, I've heard theories on this.
It's like, man, where do iPhones come from?
This isn't anything new to me as far as hearing this as far as speculation. I think it's pretty obvious as far as an idea that America somehow, some way, how do I say this correctly?
Well, I'd say the country's like the mafia, has its hands in everything.
Well, it's a bunch of gangster shit, man.
They have their hands in everything.
Yeah, we're stationed everywhere. We topple somewhat. In a way, indirectly or directly, basically, however we want to put it, topple governments, put our own guys in there.
Yeah.
And they don't even benefit the people, most likely, you know. And we don't hear that much about it because it's a much propaganda that we're given through the mainstream media, from what I understand. And it's only to benefit the politicians, the governments, and as far as the elite.
Seems that way.
Well, yeah, I don't know, but yo, if it walks like a duck and fucking sounds like a duck, you know, I'm gonna call it a duck.